on all this as just the first signing, and I was just so excited to be here. And now flash forward, like we've had a whole preseason, we have all these jerseys, we have all this merch, we have 10,500 fans at our first game. It's like, what the heck? It happened so fast. It went from like just this idea to now like the coolest thing ever, in my opinion, and I love Charlotte.
Yes, definitely. And by the way, the coolest merch too.
Right?
Some of
the
the
jerseys
merch
are so good.
The jerseys, and then I was at the game and I went through the merch table and there's like a white jacket that's so cool.
Oh.
I just saw the bucket hats. Like whoever is on the merch team is like doing it right.
Yeah, no, they're doing a great job.
So the first game, it's almost like it was destined. You score the first goal in Carolina Ascent FC history. How does that feel?
It was out of this world. Like I will remember that day for the rest of my life, hands down. I mean, you think about, people are probably like, oh, you know, when I birthed my first child, it was the best day. I don't know. That's going to be a tough call, because that was the best day I've ever had. I mean, to be able to do that, you know, just scoring a goal one is already the best feeling. Every goal you score, you're like, oh yeah, that's amazing. To do it in front of 10,500 people, out of this world.
Yeah.
And then to do it in my hometown with
Yes.
like I knew hundreds of people in the audience, so I knew everyone was, you know, there cheering not just us on but me on, and I just felt so supported and loved and valued. And then to have that goal when it was the first goal, then it's like, oh my God, this will literally go in the record books. Like this is good. This is history. This is so cool.
Yeah.
So I mean, it just was one level up after another, like realizing what was going on. It didn't click all right away, and then now it's kind of like, wow, this
You look
is
back and
something
you're like, I am that girl.
Wow, like this, I could not have like written it better. I
Honestly,
should write a book.
it almost is like so good that it seems like it was written for this scenario, but again, it's like too good to have been written ahead of time.
It honestly
just
feels like a
awesome.
dream. Like I don't even, sometimes I actually have to pinch myself. Like, did that happen? Like, okay, it did happen. Great. We still have like 20 more games. So gotta keep it going. Gotta like get the wins.
Well, speaking of the games, you're doing good so far. You guys are number 1 in the rankings in the
Yes.
league right now, which is awesome. How does that feel?
Oh, it feels really good. It's,
Yeah.
it's kind of tough because, you know, every team is going to have quality players, but everyone right now is on a different timetable of how many they've played. So we played 2, and there's still one team that hasn't played any, and most have played 1. So trying to study for the games and prepare is a bit tough, because you don't have much like game footage of these people because the league hasn't been around that long.
Yeah.
So it's definitely an adjustment at the beginning. You're like, oh, you know, how are they going to play? We don't know. Let's just go out, play how we play, and kind of adjust. But it's been great, and I'm loving that we're in first place. You know, I think we haven't reached our full potential, and I know that we played amazing with all the fans that came out. So if we can keep getting more people to come, like we'll just play even better and better as we get to know each other and as the season progresses. So it's just exciting.
Yeah, so for somebody who hasn't been out to a game yet, what would you say to them to get them out in those stands?
Oh, you got to get your butt there. Come on. Support women's sports. Like, this is it. If you want to watch female athletes, you got to go to Carolina Ascent game. I mean, it's as simple as that. And you know, it's not just about supporting women. It's about supporting, you know, the little girls that are looking up to us and people that are aspiring to do this. They didn't have that before, and now they do. So now by coming and buying tickets and buying merch and all these things, like you're helping prolong our professional careers. You're helping this team this season, you know, advance, and it's really cool.
Yeah, and not only are you supporting the team, but it's also like such a cool stadium. You get the view of the city.
Oh yeah, and the sunset. Oh,
yeah.
a night game, like a
Oh,
Friday
my
night game
gosh.
or Saturday night game. That sunset is unreal. You're really in the middle of the game, like, whoa, can we like take a pause? Can we take
Yeah,
a time
seriously.
out?
Can we take a picture real quick?
So and it's funny, you don't really, like, as players, we don't get to necessarily see the atmosphere until after the fact, and then we see it in photos. So it's one thing to be there and hear people cheering and kind of occasionally see the skyline, but then to see, you know, the 10,000 people and the sunset, it's unbelievable. And then to look at it and be like, wow, we were a part of that. You know, fans could be part of that too.
Exactly. So where should fans go if they want more information about you and about the team?
The Carolina Ascent website has all of the players, has all of our like bios and information on it, and you can get tickets there, and you can definitely get some merch there. Yeah, and then, you know, just follow us on social media. We post a lot. We love the little, you know, Instagram stuff.
The reels.
We got some reels. We got some like game day fits. You know, we all love that. We just like to get involved with the community too, to be honest. So the more people come, the more we'll, you know, give back and sign stuff and talk to them, and we're just so appreciative. So it's one of the few situations where I feel like obviously women should be, you know, looked at in this way, but they might not necessarily have been in the past. So we're just so grateful for the opportunity that we go out of our way to make sure, every little kid or every parent, whoever came, had a good experience. Where
Yeah.
maybe at like an NBA game, they're all so famous, no one really gets to say anything to them. But here it's like, well, we're real people,
Yeah, and it is a full experience. There's themes for each game and
Oh, yeah,
everything.
yeah.
So if you've not been to a game, you've got to go check out
Yeah.
a game. Vickie, thank you so much for coming by and hanging with me again.
Thanks for having me. This is
Yeah.
great.